watching the Olympics. They're fun. I love them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, growing up with the Olympics, not having the 24-hour a day media at my fingertips like our kids do, it's amazing how much my kids really are not into it as much unless it's a sport they like versus just the pageantry of it all. And I think it has to do with the just mere fact that they can read or pick up or replay a basketball game, football game at any time. Um, and they don't really get the idea of like playing for your country or doing a sport for your country. And I really, that's kind of sad, but I'm into it.
Oh, I love it. I know I watch every night on was it the event of the night? It starts up at 8 and I just watch pretty much the whole thing. So I've been losing a little sleep. But the interesting thing they mentioned yesterday, and it got me thinking, so I looked it up more. Prize money for the winners. And this is prize money given out by their countries. So the Olympic committee, they don't give out prizes. They give out the medals. You get the little stuffy for the mascot, and then that mystery little box, which apparently is a poster. And that's it. Your country, though, potentially could give you more money if you end up on the podium. And it was just interesting to see how much some of these athletes get. So I wanted to read out a couple of them to you. In the United States, if you win a gold medal, you get $38,000. 23,000 for a silver and 15,000 for a bronze.
I
Um,
don't think that that's going to cover even maybe a couple weeks of your training.
yes, training, travel expenses
Right.
for training. Obviously they have accommodations. They're staying with the village at the Olympics, but they've been training for years for
Yeah.
some of this.
Which is what
And
makes the Olympics so amazing.
yeah, some other countries give out a lot more prize money. At the top of the list is Hong Kong with $768,000 for a gold medal, 384,000 for a silver, and 192,000 for a bronze. And this
Well,
is converted to
how
US
many medalists
currency.
does Hong Kong have?
Not many. I
I
think
was
I
gonna
saw
say
that they
a lot
they
less
don't
than the
have.
US is gonna have.
Yeah, but some of the other countries that are really high on the list, right behind them is Singapore, at about 745,000
Hey,
for a gold medal. Um, and then it just kind of drops off from there. Indonesia at 300,000, Israel at 271. And it just kind of goes down. The host country, France, will give them 87,000 for a gold. So that swimmer guy is really racking in the money now. Um, and it just kind of works down around us in as far as money. South Korea, similar, 45,000. Japan, 32,000. And believe it or not, there are some countries that are zero.
well, that okay. So I guess that's exactly going to lead into nice segue. What I was going to say is athletes never used to get paid for the Olympics. It was an amateur athletics, which it's no longer really amateur anymore. And in fairness, it was more amateur in the U.S. than it was in other countries. Um, but at least they're getting something. And for us older people, maybe it's getting paid to do something like that is not what the Olympics were all about. Kind of like the Ryder Cup in golf, they don't get paid playing that. It's something that they get to just represent their country. But in fairness, um, these kids, these people put in their life effort and a lot of times their savings. And if they're not lucky enough to have sponsors to help them through the training and all that, then you know, outside of the getting a gold medal, or and what about all the athletes that train their whole lives and don't medal
Don't
or get on
medal.
a podium? Just making it to the Olympics itself is a huge accomplishment. So my hat's off to all those athletes that love their sport, love what they do, their craft, and I tip my cap to all of them because it's something that very, very few people in this world will ever get to experience.
Absolutely. It's 100% amazing just to be at the Olympics.
Yeah, and wear your
Um,
colors, whatever
yeah,
nation you're from, represent your country. I am absolutely I am overwhelmed with kind of gratitude that I have for those people that put in that effort.
Yeah. And then you look at the skill sets involved and you look at it and you're like, well, that makes sense because I could never do that. Uh, I can never do any of that. And,
Yeah.
it's really cool. I'm trying to get my kids more into it. Ignacio has some friends in his class who do gymnastics. So he wanted to watch gymnastics. And we watched a little of the team competition, both the men and the women's. And he's like, I don't think my friends do these gymnastics. I think they do different ones. Um, because he was seeing the acrobatics, the floor routines, and all that, and he found it uh, quite amazing, which was cool. So let us know in the comments, what Olympic sport are you most looking forward to, or have you enjoyed watching the most? I know,
And do you care if they make money?
yeah,